Alright, hey guys, welcome back. Today I have something rather, how can I put it, painful to discuss with you all. So today it's going to be more about a kind of a painful complaint of the way things have been in Marvel Future Fight. So this is, it's probably my third year in this game. It's been quite a while. I still have the very the first few anniversary tokens, I believe. I think this is the third one. This is probably something similar. I can't remember which one is the first, but I do have some that are dating back to very early on, like the Captain America events, the Iron Man events, a lot of those. And I've been here for quite a while, but not the longest, because there have been times when I just absolutely stopped playing the game. So let me just tell you guys what kind of a journey it has been for me. And I'm not by any means free to play, in the sense where I've been very pious with my crystals and stuff like that. I have been rather protective of my crystals, and I usually spend it on I usually spend cash on like stock stashes, because I feel that those are the only thing that's really, bang for your buck in terms of being cost effective. But it's also a very, how can I put it? It's a long-term thing. It's a test of your patience, right? And I didn't get my VIP level just from stock stashes. That would be insane. I got it from purchasing the anniversary pack back during the first anniversary, I believe, and then the second anniversary. Then I missed one, and then this time we have the fourth anniversary, I believe. Where is it? There we go, fourth anniversary. So I didn't purchase this one either. So I've purchased the first two, and then I've left out the second two because I realized that, of course, right now, as of this point, the anniversary packs are not that worth it, because a lot of people are trying to gear towards tier 3 characters, so you need a lot of these materials. And if these things were not included in the fourth year anniversary pack, it just means that Netmarble is not really thinking about the future of the players in the game, because a lot of the veterans have plenty of black antimatter and chaos nonsense. I'll just show you what I have with me, all right? So this is what it looks like for me, and this is despite me spending it to get my Mr. Fantastic up, my Thanos up, and Quicksilver. A lot of these characters. I could show you a little bit of my roster. So this is my roster for what I would roughly count as 2 years of play, because I wouldn't really count the third year because I was not really entirely there. And then as for the fourth year, which is this year, I'm kind of halfway there. And then, of course, I didn't immediately start when the game came out. I also started halfway through. So I counted around it's around 2 years of total playtime. So I bought like two major packages. In betweens, it was stock stashes, and I believe I had bought like two premium character tokens. What do you call it? Selectors, yeah. Two premium character selector stashes, and then more than often I would use them to just select the 10 bios from the character, and then proceed to, sorry, I think 20 bios, right? 20 bios to proceed to unlock them. And then if I find them really good, I would tier 2 them, like Agent Venom here. But a lot of these characters have been left out of the meta, and we are stuck with very few characters that are actually decent in the game. And I don't even have most of them. This is roughly what I have, and I'll just show you what I don't have so you guys have an idea. I don't have these guys, right? These are all the new premiums that came out, and I don't have them because I never bought a premium selector for the past 2 years. So I don't have these new premiums. And like, as you can see here, Ironheart, right? So yeah, I got the selector, I just unlocked her, and that's it, because I never got the selector again to work on her. So this is been pretty much it. But here's the way I look at this game. This game is a free-to-play game where you definitely can pay to get better at, but it is not pay to win. It's more of a pay to progress because there's no real winner in our future fight. And why I'm saying that is let's just look at like the top ranking characters right in the game. So if you look at like the top captain and then the top Thor, they belong to completely different people, right? And then this one belongs to different, this one belongs to a different guy, belongs to different. So as you can see, a lot of these, okay, maybe the guy who has the top Quicksilver also has the top Thor. I mean, that's fine. But more than often, a player can only have like a handful of number one characters in the game because the investment to make a single character number one takes a lot of effort, right? So that's cool. That's cool because you get to be good at something that puts you ahead of the others. But let me just tell you, all of these players would have spent a reasonably large sum, uh, you know, definitely more than everyone else, and they're neck to neck with each other. And the way the game works is that you can never spend enough, right? There's no end. Like if you were to spend $10,000 in the game, you win, right? It doesn't end there. It just keeps on making you progress, but it doesn't end your progress. So in that sense, you're never going to win by paying through, your way through this game. Uh, and you could also still be at the top by going completely free to play. Now there is a player somewhere here, I'm not sure which one it is, but he had the top, I think, one, and then it went to two or three, but he had the top one something, and he was a complete free to play player. He just saved all of his crystals, played the game very piously for 4 years straight, and just worked on that single character because of how much he loved that character. And I remember reading it somewhere on Reddit. So that was kind of cool, the fact that a complete free-to-play player could dominate at least a part of the game, which is the way it should be. No one person should be able to win everything just because they're the richest person who plays the game, right? So it's something like that. So in that sense, it has been good. But let me just tell you that this year, my Jean Grey, right? This has been kind of my life's work in this game, my 2 years worth of effort, because I have not spent any of my purchase crystals on her. And what I mean by that is all of these ISOs are farmed, they're drops from, Shadowland, well, bosses, and all these kinds of things. My gear, this is the free, I think, where did I get it? Free CTP from, where did I get this one? Oh, this is special mission, I think. Yeah, it's possibly the special mission, but yeah, it's one of the free CTPs of destruction that I had, and I had to immediately get it on her. Of course, right now this is not entirely meta because she does a lot of her fifth skill, which automatically gives her the 80% chance to penetrate. So I'll probably be swapping this out later on, but for now, this is not going anywhere. And all of her skills are just from gold. Her uniform is also just crystals that I collected, and so are her urus. They're just pure effort of playing the game. So no part of this particular character has been, a pay to progress or a pay to play, because I just wanted to see how well I could do getting a native tier 2 like top class character. And I'm so glad that I decided that it would be Jean. And the reason for that was because I'm a fan of the Phoenix, not particularly this one, but in the comics. And I like the way the Phoenix Force works. It's both a protective and destructive ability. It allows the user a lot of control and psychic abilities, but it revolves around mass destruction as well. So I'm kind of a fan of that concept in the comics, which is why I like the Phoenix. And this uniform just amps her up to a whole new level. So I'm really, really a fan of that. Of course, of Jean Grey in particular, I'm not really sure. I can't really relate to the character in any way. But the Phoenix Force is something that I've been reading a lot about, so it's pretty cool in that sense. So yeah, now all that's left for me to do is advance her to tier 3. And I've been collecting this, playing Will Boss Ultimate ever since I knew that there was such a mode. And let me just tell you honestly, I have like completely quit and stopped playing World Boss Ultimate for some time because I thought it was impossible to clear above floor 1, like the first floor of whatever it is that I was playing. And as of now, as of this moment, if the highest that I can clear is like 19s because I haven't gone past the requirement to clear the 20s. So some of these require me to clear this way more times, like 15 times. So I need to be doing this like I believe it's 5 times a day. I could do it in 3 days, but I don't have enough characters that can do stage 19. So I've been stuck over here trying to push this with just my Jean Grey, and then even my like Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch are not anywhere near as built, so they can only do like 12 to maybe 15 if I try really hard. But they can go nowhere near 19. So it's pretty much just Jean, just pushing me slowly day after day. And I finally lucked a little bit on the Titan records, and I've managed to get 10, which was the most painful thing. Because let me just tell you that this is the Titan records that I have. Oops, not this. There we go. Yeah, these are what I have. So this is capped, which is great, right? Which is great. So I don't have to worry about playing for the blast category anymore. Because right now I need to get Jean first. I don't really care about getting any more Titan records for the next character until I finish this one. But unfortunately, if you have two blast characters that you're trying to like rank up, you can't start farming for the next one, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's not really an issue for me in particular because I'm trying to get a variety of tier 3s. I'm trying to get one in each type of class. So in that sense, it's not so bad for me. But I mean, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that they decided to do that. So anyway, I can start probably working on my maybe Captain America, maybe Spider-Man, and hopefully someday, right, someday Thanos. But I'm really looking forward to Thor because I like Thor, and I don't think that I'll be able to get Thanos up considering the effort it has taken me to take Jean Grey up to tier 3 very, very soon, hopefully. So this is just my update for you guys. And the reason I wanted to just kind of make this video as to summarize what I've said is just that sometimes it doesn't have to be about being the best or knowing that, oh, I could be better than this guy if I were to pay a little more and I can beat him, right? So that's kind of satisfying in a way where you get to achieve your goal by the means of some kind of monetary value, monetary proposition is absolutely fine because it's your money, it's your effort. You work, you get that whatever that is that you earn, and then you want to spend that to make yourself satisfied in some way. So you want to go and get a pizza, you want to get a Slurpee, you want to watch a movie, or you want to spend on your favorite game, which is absolutely fine by all means. But I just want to advise that try to uh, minimize that thought process of I want to be better than that guy, and because of that I'm going to spend. And the reason I'm saying that it's not that's not going to work in this game, right? Because it doesn't matter how much you keep spending, the best rank player in the game is never going to stay the best. He's going to get dethroned by someone else because you can never completely complete a character. You're going to keep progressing. And this is true because those who thought they had the best tier 2 character in the world, now they're pushed to getting a tier 3. And soon someday we may be seeing tier 4s, which would be pretty insane. But believe it, I mean, I don't want to say you can quote me from this video, but yeah, if it happens someday, I will be looking back at this and thinking, what have we come to? And at the end of the day, I realized that the game designers of this game, they don't really care, you know, about the characters in the game, and that's pretty evident because we have things like this, right? We have things like Matt Murdock, wherever I dropped him. Yeah, we have things like this, and reasons like these are what tell you that they don't really care about these characters. They just care about trying to get players to focus on a certain group, so that you can feel more satisfied, and then you keep spending to complete the satisfaction. But the reason I set myself this goal is to try to prove to myself of whether it is possible, as playing it in a free to play style. So like some of these characters, I had to get out some crystals to really push them forward, like Nova. Nova did cost me crystals. He was the one of the ultimates that I literally rolled and I got from the package, and then I had to, I believe, purchase one of his other packages in order to like get him to tier 2, because it was ridiculously hard, right? And that was it. The other one I farmed was Blue Marvel, and then I managed to roll Anti-Man's BIOS, and then I used a 6-star mega rank up, so he's somewhere here, yeah, and that's it. I could never get his BIOS after that. It was like I wouldn't be bothered to go into the lab to get his BIOS. I just spent it all on someone because I knew that it's pointless, right? And now when I look back at it, I'm glad I made the decision, because they've clearly skipped the ultimates and decided to make a select few characters that can actually go to tier 3. And some characters are being left behind because of that. Quicksilver is being left behind because of that. He was meta to a point where he could destroy Jean Grey's, and now he's stuck behind Deadpool just because more people clearly would like Deadpool, and he's from a what do you call that? The Epic Quest package, right? So it's better to have people focus on Deadpool, because then they will be more inclined to spend on the Epic Quest package, because you're looking at this guy often, right? Whenever you come here, you want to work on him. This makes you look at this a lot more often, and then you're definitely going to take a peek at this and think that I'm kind of close to getting this, right? And this is definitely stronger than Quicksilver and everything else, by all means. So yeah, why not I invest in Deadpool, and that'll be a good decision. And yeah, they're just gonna keep doing that. And whatever this Silver Surfer update is gonna be like, right? We already saw the sneak peeks. We know that something big, like the Silver Surfer, is possibly coming. And whatever it's gonna be, we know that. I believe that it's most likely gonna be an epic quest, which would be great because it gives us a little bit of unique content to play, but it's gonna be more of a grind, and that's what epic quests are. After a while, you're just gonna keep flipping the switch on these, and you're just gonna keep going, and that's it. You're never going to see anything. If you get a Galactus giant boss raid and a rework for giant boss raid, that would be ideal. That would be goals. If we get a rework on, maybe, do you remember what was that Lions raid? Yeah, Lions raid. If you get a rework on that, I will be extra happy, because we actually have employees from Netmarble who are actually thinking about us, which is nice to know. And what I'll be even happier is if we get reworks for things like Villain Siege, because this is an absolutely, like, it mode that encourages new players. And then as for everyone else, it's pointless, because what's this? Like, you could clear this with anyone, basically, if you are a veteran in the game. So this is absolutely pointless. And then the rewards from Villain Siege, which is in the token shop, these are very bad rewards. Like, overall, collecting tokens, what's the most you're gonna get? Like, you could just probably spend on bios, which will help you for your tier 3s, and that's about it. There's no other purpose. So kind of redistributing the way the rewards work would actually be a good way to start. Um, and then bringing in new content along. These two things are what's really important. As for the game modes that already exist, I feel that they would be more satisfying if there were the right rewards. Like you knew that if you did GBR every week, right? Every week, if you clear GBR, you would at least get a CTP. That would be brilliant, right? If you did World Boss Ultimate, if you did World Boss Ultimate, maybe you clear a landmark like maybe floor 10, and then maybe level 20, and then you get a CTP for each of that. So you can do it like 5 times and then get 5 CTPs. Then you go to 20, you get another 5, you get 10. And it may sound simple, but it's necessary because custom gears are not going to help you. Like this, let's just look at like this. Let's ignore the lighting resist. Let's say I didn't roll that. Okay. Let's say I roll mind damage, guard break, mind damage, invincible, right? That is still nothing. That is still nothing compared to something like this. Okay, because something like this is going to absolutely destroy uh, mind damage and invincible, because this thing has invincible, crit damage, damage accumulation, and guard break immunity. This is by every mean better than whatever this is, right? So if they don't give us a way to upgrade the extreme obelisks into CTP, which would be too much to ask, at least they should give us CTPs based on better milestones, I believe. So that's kind of the idea I have behind what we should be looking forward to. Better rewards is going to help everyone progress, and hopefully GBR drops Titan records, because that will be even better. Because Titan records right now, they've been one of the biggest pains for me, because I knew that I will be able to eventually get the Titan records. Oops, not this. I'll be able to eventually get the Titan records that I have, so I'll be able to eventually get this. But I knew that to get both CCF and this is going to take an equal amount of time. So I decided that since I'm never going to be able to get 10 of these right away, since I'm playing it sometimes based on the boss of the day as well. Like today it's Black Dwarf, so I managed to complete the Titan records. So I decided that, you know what, I'm just going to go with whatever the best boss of the day is, because at least it ups my chances, and it will at least help me to farm the CCF, because CCF is another thing that's literally, it's ridiculous. It's just, this is the 1078 that I've never touched, since the time I started farming. And these are the number of Titan records that I have. So I have 18 plus 826 Titan records, and I only have 1,000 of these, and that's it. I've never spent these on anything. The only thing you can actually spend CCF on is when you're trying to like advance character. Wait, do I have it? No, I don't really have. Maybe this one? Yeah, when you're gonna enhance the potential, you can use CCF. That's the only place that you could actually use CCF on a character. You don't need CCF to per se upgrade their gear. You need uh, Essence of Dimension and TCP. So yeah, it's just ridiculous, and you're never gonna actually be at the very top. So anyway, that's just my kind of sad rant for the day about the way I feel that the limitations and the rewards have been in the game. I'm just glad that I followed through with my commitment to Jean, and it's kind of paying off. I don't know, maybe she drops out of meta after the next update, because Silver Surfer is just going to reflect all the energy damage in the game. I don't know, it could happen. Maybe Galactus is a playable character that just kills everyone. You'll never know. You'll never know. But whatever it is, I'm gonna be loyal, and I'm going to tier 3 her, and I will be back when I do. And I mean, I yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. I'm probably never gonna be spending on any of the future, packs or anything like that. I'm just gonna stick to my stock stashes, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna be doing. And I'm never gonna see VIP 12. I've been in VIP 11 for like 2 years, and that's it. I'm gonna stay there because I've learned kind of my lesson about trying to progress in this game, and I realized that it's not just the way this game works, right? It's a lot of things to do with Marvel as well, because this game is kind of like buying your toy. If you go to a shop and you look at the toys, like the Marvel toys, any like Iron Man figurine would easily cost you like, I don't know, like $30, right? So, and you get like a figurine, and then you realize that your figurine is outdated the next year. So you want to get the new one that's like the movie that you just watched, and you're going to spend another $30. And all this is for one character. So if you're going to buy a collection of toys over the years for every character of, all the movies that you like or the comics that you like, and every time that character gets an update, maybe you like the newer version of the character, you're gonna spend. And if that's the way you view your collections, then that's the way I see what this game is doing. This game is basically a game of collectibles that are of almost equal value to that of buying something from the shop, except that it's just a bit painful for some because it's just digital. But then in a way it's better because it's digital. You can just be taking it anywhere you go. It's on your phone. You can show off your collection to anyone as you go, and that's the way it seems to me. So that's about it from me for this video. I mean, I just wanted to share with you guys my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you actually went piously free to play in any way and managed to get to where you are and achieve your dreams, or whether you just you know uh, paid your way through and you just feel that there's no point in being patient, or rather this game is not for poor people and you should just go ahead and spend everything you got to show off your wallet. So whatever it is, whatever the choice is, I feel that the satisfaction of progressing is what's important. And I feel that progress should not be walled away by impossible to do tasks. And we should be having a little bit more leeway in the way we obtain certain things. Not all RNG. Come on, guys, it's just ridiculous. So yep, that's it from me. Hope you guys are actually doing the event quests. Don't miss it. Um, I'll see you guys next time. Maybe when I have a tier 3 gene. Yeah. Adios, guys.